Welcome to Battleground HD. Let's talk about Automated Initiative. Battleground Automated Initiative, or BGAI as we like to call it, is designed for solo play or for co-op play. It uses a deck of cards to determine the behavior of the enemy units. Each enemy unit has one of three postures that determines what card is drawn. And those cards are drawn based on the initiative of the enemy unit. The three postures are unaware, alert, and aware. Unaware means that the enemy unit has no idea anybody's on the board. Alert means that they know somebody's on the battlefield, they just don't know where. Aware means that they know exactly where you're at and they're going to try to engage you in battle. You draw a posture card each time one of the enemy's initiative card is drawn. But the key is that you pull a posture card for each of the enemy units on the board. The posture of the enemy unit will determine which deck you draw from. An unaware enemy will draw from the unaware deck, an alert enemy will draw from the alert deck, and so on. Once you draw the card for the enemy unit, you simply do the action indicated on the card for that particular unit. The thing to remember about the Battleground AI system is that when an initiative card is drawn for the enemy, it activates all the enemy units on the board. Each one of those enemy units is going to draw a posture card depending on their posture. That's basically how the system works. I'll let Kurt take you into a little bit more detail by going through an example turn.
In this Battleground Automated Initiative scenario, we have an American SOG team that's going to patrol onto the board and a couple NBA teams that are going to come and intercept them or attempt to. This whole board is considered medium jungle. We've kept the terrain kind of light so you can see what's going on. In front of you, we have the three posture decks that will determine the activation of the NBA units, which are the AI units for this game. So we're going to go ahead and start off in the initiative phase, and the first teams to activate will be the NBA. Now, in Battleground AI, this one initiative card will activate all the AI teams on the board that are currently on the board. So these AI teams right now have no line of sight to an American unit. There's no American unit or player unit with any noise. So they're going to be in the unaware posture. So when we check for posture at the top of the initiative, the AI units are going to remain in unaware because there's nothing to indicate a change. So now they're going to go ahead and reveal their card. So this team will go first over here, and it's going to say check over there. Take a patrol action toward the closest player figure. Before we do that, we're gonna go ahead and check awareness. There is nothing to be aware of, so we're gonna continue on to the card. It's important to check awareness after you reveal the card because some cards will negate the awareness check. So now the NBA are gonna take their patrol action up to here, and we don't need to mark them with noise because they're not currently hidden. Noise is only applied when it's hidden. All right, now we're going to activate the next NBA unit because they're done. Again, we're going to check their posture. They're at the end of their activation, and there's no need for a posture change. So now, this second NBA unit has Keep Moving. And this card's cool because it has three different situations, three different conditions. So if you're not near an objective, take a patrol action toward the close objective. We don't have objectives in this game, so we go to the next one, which is near an objective. Well, again, we don't have objectives, so we're going to go to the next one. The third instruction on the card says no objectives. Take a patrol action toward the closest player figure unit. So these guys are now going to move on. Whoop, knocked over my tree. So now, once that's done, we're going to check their posture again. And there's no need for a posture change, so we're going to continue on to the next initiative card. And it is Recon Team B. So Recon Team B is now going to activate. They move their first action, and now in their second Initiative B, they're going to go ahead and move forward their second action, and they are going to take a sneak action. So they're going to take a sneak action onto the board. And because they're hidden, that won't generate any noise. Once they're done, that was their second action, so now they're complete. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next initiative card, which is Recon Team A. So Recon Team A wants to get there a little bit faster. They're a little further back, so they're going to go ahead and take on their second action to come into the view, they're going to go ahead and take a patrol action. Now, patrol actions will generate one noise per figure taking the patrol action. So we're going to go ahead and mark each American with a noise. In Battleground AI, or in the automated initiative system, player units that generate noise can be a big deal. It can help. It will definitely clue the NBA or the AI units that you're in, or where you're at. So now we're going to move on to the next turn. At the top of the turn, the first thing we're going to do is shuffle all the posture decks again. Any cards that were used will get shuffled back in. All right, we're going to do the same thing to the alert deck and then the aware deck. If you didn't use the deck, you don't need to shuffle it, but After we shuffle all the decks and shuffle the initiative deck, of course, then if the scenario calls for it, the NVA will roll for any reinforcements that need to come on. After that, we go back into the initiative phase, and we will now go ahead and activate. So, unluckily for the Americans, the first card to come up are the NVA teams again. So now we have to check for a posture change. Well, now we have an American unit with some noise on them. So the rule is, one of the conditions for change of posture is even if the American teams aren't in line of sight or in sight depth of an NVA unit, if they have noise within their long spot range, that will trigger a posture change. And their long spot range is 24 inches. You don't need to have physical line of sight, you just need to be within that range band. So because they have a long spot range of 24 inches, these Americans are obviously within 24 inches, this will trigger a spot change from unaware to alert. So now this team is alert. We start by activating the teams that are closest to a player unit, and in this case, these guys are closest. So they are now alert, so we're going to draw an alert card. We're going to check awareness. Because of the cover of the medium jungle and the Americans are hidden, the SOG team will not be spotted by awareness. So they'll maintain their hidden status. So now we're going to do a recon by fire. If awareness had spotted these guys, had removed their hidden status, then this first condition would apply. Player figure in line of sight. Take a shoot action or lob action against the closest player figure in line of sight. Well, there's nobody in line of sight. All right, well, now we got hidden in spot range. All right, normally their spot range is 12 inches, but because of the sight depth of the jungle, it's reduced to 6 inches. So even though they are within 6 inches, so this one would apply. So now we're going to take a blind shoot action, because all these guys are armed with AKs. If they had an RPG or a grenade or something, they'd take a blind lob action. But they're going to take blind shoot action, and we would resolve that blind shoot action as in the rules, as in the Battleground HD core rules. And then once that's complete, this unit will have activated and they're complete. So now we're going to go on to the second NVA unit. And they will also become aware or alert because there is an American unit with noise within their long spot range. So we're going to reveal a card for them. Now, they do not have line of sight. The noise on this American group does not defeat the concealment of the jungle terrain. So the NVA won't be aware of them. So they keep their hidden status. And it says, I think they're coming, so they're going to take an opportunity fire action, which means that we're going to mark each one of them with an opportunity fire marker. So when the Americans activate, then they'll start rolling what they need to roll to be able to see these guys and shoot at them. So once that's done and both units have activated, we then go on to our next card, our next initiative card. And that is American Recon Team B. We would execute their full turn, both initiatives, 2 actions, and then we would move on to the next card, which is American Recon Team A. And that would wrap up the turn. We'd go back into the admin phase, check the turn order, reshuffle the posture decks, check for reinforcements if it's required by the scenario, and reshuffle the initiative deck. Thank you for watching this video today, and remember, in Battleground, detail matters.